Hi guys, this is the fourth time I'm making this video. I feel like I should just walk away and try again later, but I am a glutton for punishment. So, we're going to try this again in a different angle. Excuse the fat chin. I could hold my neck up like this, but I'm not going to, so sorry. I have a stack of library books, as you can see, a stack of, I can't see, Amazon Marketplace. There's a pre-order back there. I have some used bookstore books and a couple, 3 that my friend sent to me. So I'm going to have to try to get through this in like 10 minutes so that it doesn't yell at me, battery dies, just whatever. So, a minute in, I'm not doing so well. So, the first one that we have that's a library book is Confessions by Kanae Minato. I believe that's how you say it. It is Japanese fiction based on a woman whose 4-year-old daughter is killed at school and where she's a teacher at, and so she's kind of out for revenge of, I will find out who did this and you will pay for it. I think I saw it on someone's YouTube channel and it sounded interesting and I was glad my library had it. We have Hum If You Don't Know the Words by Bianca Marias. This one I'm sure everybody has seen and I don't feel like I need to explain too much. They don't have her newest book at the library yet, but I'll keep an eye out. Then we have My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. Probably like the second person that's actually checked this out. I think I saw it on Instagram. It's not generally my cup of tea. I'm not all for the whole suspense thriller, chick lit mystery genre that's going around, like The Girl on the Train, in the Water, kind of. They don't do it for me, but that one sounded interesting enough that I do want to try it. Then The Book Thieves, The Nazi Looting of Europe's Libraries, and the Race to Return a Literary Inheritance by Anders Rydell. This one I've had on my wish list forever as well, and for some reason never checked to see if the library had it, and of course they do, so I'm hoping it's not dry. Pride, Prejudice, and Cheese Grits by Mary Jane Hathaway. It's #1 in Jane Austen Takes the South. I'm not sure if it's a trilogy. I know I'm wanting to say the 4th book is coming out or just came out. I could be very well mistaken, but I know that there are at least 3. The library had 3, and it's the lovely large print. I actually prefer large print. I am not a Jane Austen fan. If you know how I feel about Jane Austen, look up Mark Twain's quote about Jane Austen and you will know. I may not be intelligent enough to delight in Jane Austen, but she's just not my thing. She's a little too pretentious. Actually, it's not she's pretentious, she's just not good. I mean, those are fighting words, I'm sure, but I don't at all get the fangirling about Jane Austen. Hungry Hearts, 13 Tales of Food and Love. I thought this was just a cute little cover. It's got a bowl of pho on it, and it's about food, and I think we already talked about this. So it'll be cute to read a story or 2 a day. And I read this one last night in I say a sitting. We'll consider a sitting. I read it before and after cooking dinner. They Called Us Enemy by George Takei. It is a graphic novel about his childhood being sent to an internment camp during World War II. There were several times I started getting very weepy, and if I find this, I will definitely pick up a copy. I am currently on a book buying boycott from Amazon for new books. I'll tell you why later. But this one they didn't have at the library, and so I thought I'll try this new revolutionary idea of requesting a book and see. Like, it was like 2 days, legit 2 days, that they sent me an email and said your book is ready. So I'm thinking, sweet, I'm gonna try this again in the future. Then we have Queenie by Candice Cardi Williams. This one I finished this morning. I gave it 3 stars. The writing is great. I like it. The main character is why I gave it 3 stars, because she was so infuriating. It was like a train wreck. I could not stop watching, reading. Every bad decision had a bad decision after, and there were little tiny plot points that never were fully hashed out, And it's just like, I understand some of the decisions you made based off of past trauma, but sometimes you have to own up and grow up. I mean, she was 24 when it started, 26 when it ended. Just shitty things. My husband heard me rant about it, and he probably was sitting there the whole time going, "Is she done? Is she done?" And I'm like, "Sorry, you're the only one around for me to talk about it. I'm sorry, honey. I love you. I love you. I know you're watching this. I love you." Then Wild and Crazy Guys, how the comedy mavericks of the 80s changed Hollywood forever. I don't know his last name. Basically about the stars of Saturday Night Live from the 70s. I'm only on chapter 3. I've not really had anything, life-changing, any knowledge. We all know Chevy Chase is a giant wang. Liked his cocaine. Belushi had a drug problem. It's nothing new and revolutionary to know 40, 50 years later. It's not 50 years. Let's not make us older than we are. I'll give it another chapter or two, like I said, and we'll see. Then these are all my used bookstore books. We have Eleanor and Hick. The Love Affair That Shaped First Lady by Susan Quinn. Apparently she and her AP reporter best friend were in a relationship together. Speculation. People say they were just really good friends, but we're going to find out. I never wanted to pay for it, but it was $6, but I had a whole bunch of trade credit that my husband and I were trying to splurge, so I went ahead and got it. Then Norm Macdonald, based on a true story memoir. This book looks ancient, but it only came out 3 years ago, and it was a quarter, so I actually had it waiting from the library ebook. I kind of prefer, depends on my mood. I sometimes prefer an ebook, but for this one, I do prefer hard copy. And Marlene by C.W. Gortner, a novel of Marlene Dietrich. Somebody tell me how to pronounce her name. This is the 4th time I've made this video, and I think I've said it differently each time. But just a fictionalized account of her life based on truths. Orphan Train by Christina Baker Klein. Again, wishlist forever. I am like the last person probably in the world to read this. It came out in 2013. Wow, Lindsay, really? Way to go. Bargain section, $1.50. That's why I grabbed it. The Forever Summer by Jamie Brenner. This one looked super cute and beachy, and bargain section, $1.50 again. And the fact that I had trade credit, I went ahead and got it. And it's like a Cape Cod B&B seaside kind of cutesy. So hopefully I'll read that before the summer's end. Mambo in Chinatown, Jean Kwok. I have her other book, Girl in Translation, I have not read yet. A Fierce Radiance by Lauren Belfer, which is a World War II novel. I know people are kind of getting tired of them, but I still enjoy them when I do read them. I don't overread them, so they're okay with me. My autobiography, Cloris Leachman. I don't think I need to say anything more about this. Unwifeable by Mandy Stadtmiller. This one is a New York, Manhattan divorcee, waspy kind of book. It was blurred by Courtney Love on the front, so I thought, bargain section, $1.50, you are coming home. And you have that nice pink buttery cover. All around awesome. And the last used book from the bookstore was On Her Own Ground, The Life and Times of Madam C.J. Walker by Alelia Bundles, which I believe is her granddaughter. Mixed reviews on this on Goodreads. People say that it's too textbooky, but that's not going to stop me from reading it. I'm not sure when, but this is on my book cart. If I turn around here, my sister got me a book cart for my birthday, so that's all of my to be read by the end of the year, which we all know it's just going to be a traveling bookshelf that keeps getting crammed fuller and fuller. Because, come on, if you have one, is that not what you do? I feel that that's what you do. And then these are, actually I got this one from Oh, Little Free Library. I traded it. I had a desserts recipes cookbook that I put in there that was brand new. The Holy Cow, an Indian Adventure by Sarah McDonald, about her couple of travels to and living maybe in India for a short period of time. So this one should be interesting. Then Trailer Trash by Angie Cavallari. This one I saw on, I believe, Joe. Oh, I can't think of her channel name. I'm sorry. Retired Bookworm. Retired Reader. Said that this was very good, so I found it on Amazon. And then we have Road to Terra, The Life of Margaret Mitchell and Edwards. I just got this one today and read the introduction, so not far along. Eruption, The Untold Story of Mount St. Helens. My husband and I watched a Nova special about a volcano, and that prompted me to buy a bunch of volcano books. Echoes of Fury, The 1980 Eruption of Mount St. Helens and the Lives That Changed Forever by Frank Parchman. I was kind of annoyed that they were library books, but I'll get over it. Then we have Krakatoa, The Day the World Exploded, 1927, Simon Winchester. I think I borrowed it from the library and never got around to it, so. And then the last volcano, not a volcano, this one's A Crack in the Edge of the World, American, The Great California Earthquake of 1906. I figured if I was getting Krakatoa to go ahead and get his other book. Lucky Boy by Shanti Karen. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Saw this on Doris's channel, Aldi Books, and she really loved it. So I never got around to reading my library copy. But again, there's that. And then The Scarlet Letters, A Secret Year of Men in an LA Dungeon by Jenny Nordback. Why Amazon recommended this to me, I'm not sure, but I was intrigued. Then in June, late May, early June, I read Little Beach Street Bakery by Jenny Colgan, which I really loved. It was really cute. And so I got her other two Beach Street Bakery books. So we have Summer of Little Beach Street Bakery and Christmas. So those are on my cart to read soon. Which, are we kidding? I don't know when I'll read them. And these are from my friend Amy, who mailed me some books so sweetly. The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lapina, if I'm saying that correctly. Faithful by Alice Hoffman. I have never read Alice Hoffman. I don't know why. And then The Flight Portfolio by Julie Oranger, if I'm saying that correctly. And this one is another World War II. It's chubby. So it may take me a week. And then the last two I just got in the mail Tuesday. And this is why I'm boycotting Amazon for buying new books. I didn't remember that you had to sign, or realize that you had to sign for new, like, pre-order release date books. So, luckily, I caught the UPS guy in time. Normally, I duck and cover and don't answer the door. But I thought, I know what's coming. I'll be nice. So, I got The Rumor by Leslie Cara. This one was not the pre-order book, but it came and is brand new and bent and chunk out of it. And then Tiny But Mighty is my pre-order, the kitten lady. And bent in, and you're not probably going to be able to see it, but down here, you're not. It looks like box cutter marks. So, it would have been more trouble than it was worth to have to return them and wait for them to send new books. So I'm just going to suck it up and not buy any new books from them. Amazon Marketplace is fair game, but no new books from Amazon. Because in my experience, when I buy them, they always come banged to hell because they don't take the care to package them like they used to. Like they used to put them on the cardboard and then shrink wrap it individually so it didn't move around in the box. If I want something bad enough, I'll go to like Books A Million in the mall or wait until I get it used or at the library. But they are not getting my new book business ever again. Ever again. I'm reading like 6 books. The Wild and Crazy Guys, Fried Green Tomatoes, Whistle Stop Cafe for the billionth time. I read it at least once a year. I have an audiobook going, an ebook mystery going. I'm blanking on what else, but that's it. I'm at 129 books for the year, which is crazy. It baffles me as to how I've read that many books, but I have. This will probably end up being the most books that I have read in an entire year. Last year, I think I read 155, anywhere between 155 and 160. I don't know the exact number, but that's crazy. It's crazy. I shouldn't apologize for enjoying to read. I shouldn't. But I'm going to go put these back in order on my cart. Find places for the ones that don't fit. And sit down and upload this and read more Fried Green Tomatoes. But let me know if you have read any of these. Which ones I need to get to. Like top of the list. Push them up on the top of the list. Which ones maybe I shouldn't even bother with if they're not even good. And if you have any suggestions for any things that are similar. But I'll end this before I get yelled at. But I will talk to you later. Bye.